Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I just wanted to go ahead and take some time to introduce you to the new vault system. So this is going to be a system similar to Plug Y or something, if you're familiar with it in Legacy. It's going to allow you to store infinite items, but it'll give you some more control over filtering and stuff like that, which we'll go over in a minute here. So the first thing to explain is that you can access the vault from the launcher. So you should see this new option listed here if everything's up to date. And we're just going to go ahead and select that and start the launcher. If it's the first time you're using the launcher, you're going to immediately be taken to the settings page. All we need to do here is basically just select the drop down and then select the first option in the list. This should always point to the correct location. Again, if kind of put everything in the proper place. But if it doesn't, we can select our, browse option and manually go through it here. But all it's looking for is both the game folder as well as the save folder that it should read from. So we're going to do the same thing for the save folder. We're just going to select the option it gives us. Again, if for some reason that's not correct, you can just go ahead and browse for that manually. Once we've done that, it will take us straight to the main page, and now every time you open it afterwards, it will also take you to this page, but we just had to take care of our settings once. Now that we're in it, you can start seeing a little bit about how this program is going to work, but obviously I'm calling it a vault. I've said it's similar to Plug Y, so you guys can understand where this is going. And if we look in our top left, we can see that I currently have an amazing stockpile of 9 whole items in the vault. So if I wanted to see those items, I can go ahead and select the filter button here. Now I can select specific filters. So if I wanted to see specific item types, if I wanted to see specific rarities or only items within certain stat ranges, etc., or even just certain item names, like to show me all the Stone of Jordans, you can do that. And then finally, you can also add your own attributes. So if none of that was good enough, you can go ahead and select this, and you can select anything you want. So maybe for some reason you really wanted stamina, you're just a sick, cruel person, you can go ahead and select that here. But we're going to say we didn't want any of that. We just want to see all 9 of our items in the vault. I'm just going to go ahead and leave all that alone and hit apply. And now that I've done that, it's going to load up all the items I have stored inside the vault here. So obviously, if we click something like this, we can see an example, or we can see a breakdown of all the item stats. And specifically, it's going to show things like stat ranges, so that you can quickly see kind of how you did on your rolls. So if you're in that pursuit of perfection, you can take a look at your items and see how everything stacks up. With that said, we're going to say that we wanted to pull this item out and put it in in game. So we can select our different tabs here. These are our shared stash tabs. So we're going to say that we wanted to put it on shared tab 3 for whatever reason. We're just going to make sure tab 3 is selected. We can click the item we want, and then we can select the move option up here. So that's going to move it into our shared stash now. And so if we were to hop in game, we could pull that item from our shared stash and use it in game just like normal. If we made a mistake for whatever reason, or it turns out I didn't want that, we can just select that item, and we can select the move option here to move it back to the vault. Now you might notice that we don't see it here in the vault yet, even though it's been moved. All I need to do is just refilter everything so that it correctly looks for it. So now we can see it back. It's moved back to the vault. We're all set there. You can also kind of open up your characters. We'll just take a look at one here. And you can see that you can, browse all your different items and things here. Some of the things on your inventory or your personal, stash page. You can take a look at, some of that. We do have support for extracting straight from your characters or stash, but currently right now that's done through the auto gather, and we'll have more improvements to this type of stuff later. But that's a breakdown of how the vault interaction works. Again, it's largely to store all the items you want, and then you can pull them back as you need. Expanding away from that, we can take a look at our item gallery. So this is kind of like an item gallery slash grail tracker. So you can see here that some of these, we'll say like 1 out of 3. And if I were to expand that, you can see that this one has a green border showing that I already have the Earthshaker Battle Hammer in my vault. So you can browse through all the items, take a look at the stats, plan your builds, that kind of thing through here. And then again, items you already have will kind of show up with the green border. So it makes it real easy to track everything and see what you're still missing if you're doing that kind of grail hunting thing. And then obviously feel free to use this to explore some of the sets that are out there. This will help you occasionally find bugs as well, because this reads everything from the game files. If we've made a mistake, there's a chance that you'll see it listed here as a wrong stat or something. So, it's nice because you'll know that it's always up to date because it's reading those game files directly. So you don't have to worry about, mismatching rune words or stuff like that. Speaking of Runeworks, we do have a rune word calculator page. We will upgrade this in the near future to use our new point system instead that are included as part of our storage bags. But currently it just works on like inputting your runes manually, and then it would show you what rune words you can make given what you have. And then obviously you could click it and break down all the stat bonuses and stuff that it provides. Again, we will try to improve this and, make sorting and stuff a little better in the future. And then finally, we have our loot calculator. This is currently disabled just because some of the strings and organization are broken currently. But we're going to have a loot calculator. So, if you guys are curious where to get what item or where it's best to farm what item, you can browse through the loot calculator and tackle all that as you want. So again, this is just a breakdown of the Vault program, some of the things you can now do with it. We definitely hope it's an improvement for you. We work hard on, constantly, trying to improve the experience. But with all that out of the way, thanks for sticking around to the end and have a great day. Bye.